I'm News 2 meteorologist Marcus Bagwell. We are looking at some big time colder air headed in our direction, and the National Weather Service has done some updates to their cold weather products. This is hazard simplification is what they are calling it, to make things more simple and of course less complex. Let me show you what the previous winter cold product advisories that we had in place. We had the wind chill advisory, we had the wind chill watch, and we also had the wind chill warning. All three of these have been replaced by a little bit more simplification, so let me show you that. The wind chill advisory is now a cold weather advisory, and each forecast office has a different criteria as far as how the temperature is going to be deemed considered cold weather advisory or in an extreme cold watch. Now, an extreme cold watch means that the forecast models and the projection is that the conditions are there for the potential of these temperatures to reach a certain point. Otherwise, we go to an extreme cold warning. So extreme cold watch, extreme cold warning are essentially just about the same thing for us. It's just the watch means conditions are favorable, warning means that it is expected to happen. So let's look at more the cold weather advisory and the extreme cold warning. So the cold weather advisory, here's the criteria. Temperatures or wind chill factors, feels like temperature, needs to be at 5 degrees all the way down to 4 degrees below zero. And of course, we're talking about degrees Fahrenheit. That is going to be the primary criteria that I expect Middle Tennessee and Southern Kentucky to hit. Now, there will be at times that we could have it even worse than that. So an extreme cold warning is for temperature or wind chill numbers below 5 degrees Fahrenheit. So that's going to be one of those extreme cases for us, but usually we're going to hit category number 1 right here, cold weather advisory, especially given in these very cold months. That's what we're going to primarily begin to see. You'll notice as we look at this big dip in the jet stream and this cold Arctic air plunging down, we're mainly tracking the cold here, and the worst of that cold is going to be on Monday morning and again on Tuesday morning. So let me show you how the low temperatures play out as we move into early Monday morning. Thankfully, school is not in session, but with it being a holiday, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Day, these temperatures are going to have a big impact. So morning lows around 6 a.m., we're forecasting around 10 degrees for several spots, but note the Cumberland Plateau showing those morning lows in the lower 5s, getting close to zero. So we're underneath 5 degrees for Jamestown, Crossville, perhaps even down towards Sparta, Van Buren, and even up into portions of southern Kentucky. One of the other factors we have to consider, just without this alone, we probably would not reach cold weather advisory criteria, the exception for the plateau. But you add the feels like temperature because of the wind, and that feels even worse. This is where the criteria will be met for that cold weather advisory to come into effect. Feels like temperatures near zero for everyone, and you get to the plateau, we're talking below zero to maybe as cold as 7 to 10 degrees below zero. This is what it would feel like on your skin. So that is a big problem for us that we will have to contend with. All right, looking ahead, as you show the forecast low temperature for Monday morning, forecasting 9 in Nashville, 23 for the high Monday afternoon, and Tuesday morning, there's good potential once again that we could be in the single digits and close to zero in a couple of spots. So the key takeaway, we are below freezing starting Sunday, January 19th, all the way through Wednesday. Through Wednesday would be January 22nd, so about 84 hours below freezing. Cumberland Plateau could be below freezing for many hours longer than that. We may be talking about 96 going into Thursday. The last time Nashville hit a single-digit low temperature was just last year when we came off of the winter storm. We hit a low of 4 degrees on January 21st, 2024. The day before January 20th, we hit a morning low in Nashville of 7 degrees. The key here is to limit your time outside. This is dangerously cold air. Frostbite can happen in a matter of 30 minutes. And you also want to remember the 4 Ps. Those are important as well. Your people, those around you, your pets, you want to make sure they are brought inside and have ample warmth. Your plants, and also the pipes. The pipes are going to be a big of a concern as well with this very cold weather, so make sure you are dripping those. This is significant cold air that we're going to see here in Middle Tennessee and Southern Kentucky for next week.